And that's what I'm saying.
I see that.
You can see, especially from a Black person's perspective, you can see the difference in behavior where you are looking at it like, is he crazy? She's my queen. Hey y'all, welcome to our channel. This is Suga.
And I'm Spice.
If you're new to our channel, welcome. Thank you for coming. We hope you come again. And if you're not new to our channel, then welcome back. And hey, what's up, bestie? Like, what's up? But yeah, you already know why we're here. I'm sure y'all saw the thumbnail.
Woo! Married at First Sight, season 12, episode 6.
Let's get into it.
Let's go. Ryan opens up the conversation and he says that him and Clara have a unique connection, which I think is, interesting because we don't really hear too much about how he feels about her from past episodes. Next thing we hear from Ryan is that apparently, he was the class clown of his year.
I feel unless they're editing it all out, I don't see this personality he's talking about. I don't know what kind of jokes. I ain't heard him told not a joke. All I ever hear him say is, routine, structure.
And he'll bust out a Johnny chuckle, like, out of nowhere. And it's like, oh, okay.
It's very, like...
weird. That chuckle.
Class clown weird. Anyway, we digress. So...
Then they continue talking. And pretty much Clara starts talking about her dating history. And it's like, yo...
You're doing a lot, Clara.
Clara
cannot you can omit. Sometimes they don't need to know all of that. She starts talking about her past relationships. Yeah, first I was dating all the frat boys, all the party boys.
In college.
Then when I became a flight attendant, it was just a plethora of whoever.
Everywhere. All the guys everywhere.
Ma'am, why are you saying all of that?
Clara, that ain't nothing.
He didn't need to know all of that.
He really didn't.
You could have said, I dated some unfavorables in the past, but, I'm glad that finally I ran into somebody like you. Difference between honesty, like, it's too, and just doing too much and telling too much, divulging too much, that's going to make them uncomfortable.
He doesn't feel special anymore.
Exactly.
You told everybody.
Tell your whole past. He didn't come in there and give you a rundown. Yeah, I done slept with 50, 11 girls over here and over here. Unnecessary. So next scene, we shift to the group meeting up. The guys meet up separately. The girls meet up separately. So they go to Vincent. He's like, Brie, it's just my dream come true. I just love her so much. She's wonderful. But, she's a little bossy. And I really wonder if her family had never used that word, if he would have came to that conclusion on his own, or if it's been projected in his mind by the constant reinforcement of the thought that she's bossy.
It flashed to Briana, and Briana pretty much self-proclaims herself as bossy as well. And it's just, why are you saying that about yourself?
Yeah, it's like, you say it as if it's
something
you can't change. So then they cut to Erik. Erik's like, Erik, first of all, Erik is drunk, y'all.
Whew.
Virginia done rubbed off on that man because he is litty.
Yes.
Me and Virginia were like, we're amazing. It's perfect.
It's like so good.
I couldn't even like.
Was he high and drunk?
Yo, honestly, he gave me more high than drunk.
Because he
just kept stopping mid sentence. I was like, bro,
what did you take?
So he's literally falling asleep like mid sentence, talking to the guys are talking. He's like, he's literally nodding off. That's how drunk he is. And then even when Chris was like, are you okay? You seem a little, intoxicated. What? No, bro.
And then they go to Virginia, and Virginia says they actually got a few problems. Erik has an issue with Virginia's, in her words, semi-promiscuous past. The guy friends thing, that really, really bothered her. She's like, they go to a clip with her and Clara, And she's bawling about it.
Just boo-hoo crying, telling her I don't want to choose, I'm not going to choose between my friends. I get it because I have guy friends and I'm really close to them. And if somebody just came into my life and was like, oh, you can't have them anymore, I'd be like, no. Clara gave very, very good advice to her. So,
yeah. So.
Clara was irking my nerves the first couple episodes, but I'm kind of feeling Clara now.
I kind of like Clara
I feel like I could kick it with Clara.
Yeah.
Not for nothing. So.
Clara just told her, we'll bring them along, do group settings, make it seem like more familiar.
Then Jacob, they cut to Jacob. Jacob's
lo and behold.
Child,
I'm just saying.
You could.
Who saw that coming? I want to know. Comment if you saw that coming.
Hold on, let me tell it. Hold on, let me tell it.
All right, go ahead.
So they cut scene to Jacob. Jacob is actually like, okay, you guys are being too lovey-dovey. What's really going on? Like, what's really going on? Tell me what your real issues are. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you my issues. Whoop. He's saying basically, I guess they're kind of having a little trouble connecting, but apparently not that much trouble because they cut scene to Haley, and Haley just decides to tell the group like, yeah, we slept together. If y'all would have asked me, they would have ever slept. They don't even look like they.
That was the couple I thought was gonna go the whole time without having any sex.
They barely touched each other.
They ain't never talked about nothing like you said.
They never talked about nothing. They had one little kiss at the aquarium.
It was crickets all day.
Their conversation's so boring.
Yo,
would have never thought. They cut scene to Ryan. See, this is why Ryan is just very confusing to me. Maybe he's just a super private guy, which is confusing because you're on national television. But anyway, I digress.
That's another thing.
He's just they ask him about Clara. He's just like, yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's all right. We're kicking it. He literally was like, yeah, we're hanging out. We're cool. And then you cut scene to Clara, and she's like, well, I know she just couldn't wait to tell it. She couldn't wait to tell it.
She can't say anything.
I mean, we do have
She's trying so
you
hard.
Saying this is telling the audience.
Yeah, you told us.
You're saying
by saying you're not going to tell us.
We do have a physical relationship, just to keep it clear. But, he asked me to keep it private, so I'm not going to say anything.
You just did.
You just did.
Then we go over to Paige and Chris.
So, everyone's always... It's funny, like, they're like, so Paige, how are you?
Oh my God.
Everybody already knows she got some stuff going on with her, man. So Paige she's got to be, like I said, she's missing her calling. She needs to be a PR agent because she can flip any negative situation into a positive. I don't know how she's even doing it. I literally do not know. Oof. So she literally says, just being super optimistic, I mean, when you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere else you can go up from there, right? You can only go up.
Actually, Paige, it can always get worse.
Especially with Chris.
Like, what are you even talking about? Girl, what does it take? It's like the worse it gets, the more she want to stay.
It's very strange. They need to study her.
God.
She needs to be like a case of psychology.
This is pathetic.
It's a lot. It's like the things that are big red flags and major and terrible and have a lot of weight on them, she brushes it off. But then the smallest things he does, like he just says like, yeah, you're important to me. Did you guys hear that? I just want to let you know that meant everything to me because when he said those words and did absolutely nothing else and no action behind it,
that did it for me. Like, girl, what are you even talking about?
Are you okay? So drunk Erik decides that this is his time, that he needs to tell Chris.
Oh my God.
How he needs to handle his situation.
With the finger. Oh my God.
You need to man up, bro.
Yo. I can't handle it.
He tells Chris, yeah, Paige is a good girl, bro. You need to man up. First of all, you don't be telling no other grown man, especially no black man, that they need to man up. That's an insult. That means you're not a man and you need to turn into one. That's what you're saying.
Yo, who are you?
You cannot say that to somebody.
Why do you think that is okay for you, like, is this an age thing? Maybe he thinks because Chris is younger? Like, is it like, what is going on in his head?
I don't think it's an age thing, but I ain't going.
You think it's a color thing?
Why do you feel so comfortable telling this other grown man what he needs to do with his life? Why do you think you have the right to do that?
You think he's talking to Chris like that because Chris is black? Or you think he's talking to him like that because Erik is white?
I don't think he's talking to Chris like that because he's black. Okay. I just think that, in my experience, a lot of Caucasians have it in their head that somebody asked for their advice.
Like they have the...
in a Karen type... Not all white people, I'm saying. But in a Karen type way, for some reason, they feel responsible for a situation that has nothing to do with them. And they just want to jump in and, do some stuff because everybody else is chill. Nobody else is saying anything. Here you come telling him what he needs to do. He definitely didn't ask you. Not only did he not ask you, he told you prior to when you brought it up the first time, honestly, I really don't want to talk about it. I'm just going to handle it the way I'm going to handle it. And I would appreciate it if you respect my privacy. But for some reason, that wasn't good enough. For some reason, you still felt like you had the right to speak on it. Again, a second time, you felt like you could bring it up. Why do you feel so comfortable to do that after he already told you no? It could be his personality to just be very intrusive.
He's like that with Virginia too.
So maybe that's it.
But I feel like in his life, he never had a lot of boundaries. So he doesn't know how to respect other people's boundaries. Right. He kind of gets to walk through life freely, where us as black people, we know
we got nothing but boundaries all over the place. And that's what I'm saying.
I see that.
You can see, especially from a black person's perspective, you can see the difference in behavior where you are looking at it like, is he crazy? Why would you feel comfortable doing that? And the big gap difference between him, I have every right to speak about this man's life. Because really don't. You don't. Why do you think that?
Because the way he's been able to move through life has been completely different.
That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah. No, I agree.
No, it's not like racist, Right. I'm just saying there is a difference culturally. Yeah. So, Erik tells him to man up and he needs to do this and he needs to do that. And again, for the second time, he tells him calmly and respectfully, you keep telling me to man up, but that's not the issue. Respect my privacy. So then, cut to Paige again, and it's like all the girls in the group are kind of telling her in a nice way, you're stupid, and I would have been cut out. I would have slid out. I'd have been slipping and sliding up out this mug like James Brown. I've been out of here. But if you want to do it, I can't stop you if you want to stay.
It's like they don't want to call her dumb for staying, but Clara just, could be me. You better than me.
That's
better woman than I am.
That had me cracking up because we say that all the time.
Better than me.
Couldn't be me. You better than me.
All right, so then we go into another scene where pretty much Briana and Vincent are getting ready for bed. And the bossy thing just keeps popping up. This is a part of their storyline at this point. The elephant in the room, the bossy, word bossy.
They set my girl up for failure with that, with that bossy word.
They get into bed and pretty much, here go Briana. So, am I anointing yet? What kind of questions are these? You really want to know that? What kind of questions are these? What? And if he says yes, what kind of discussion do you expect to have after this, Briana?
Right. It's not gonna...
This is unnecessary. So then pretty much Vincent doesn't say anything. And then, you got on my nerves today. And I'm going to tell you all the reasons how and why. He really was trying to avoid it. He literally was like, no comment.
Goodness. Let me roll over. It's time for bed. She was like, you got on my nerves. Just wanted to let you know.
And then they go to the skydiving and they have a good time, but then they have another discussion after. And Vincent just pretty much tells her, I just wanted to be honest with you because they had a discussion after the cameras left. And he just wants to be honest, he doesn't like the bossiness. And She actually gets defensive, and she said that she doesn't like that she felt like he's calling her rude.
It's weird to me that you're self-proclaimed bossy.
Right.
Your whole family and friends, everyone in your group, immediate group calls you bossy.
He calls you bossy, and you
now
laugh it off. And now all of a sudden, you guys have a private conversation, and you're hurt.
I don't like him calling me bossy because I take it as he's saying I'm rude. So why is it okay for everyone else to call you bossy, even yourself? I'm not understanding.
And when he was calling you bossy day 3 or day 2, you was okay with it.
And she was like,
now
I guess I can be kind of bossy. Ha, ha, ha. What's happening?
You have to set clear guidelines on how you want people to treat you, view you, see you, everything. Quick side note, shout out to Vincent for calling her assertive and not aggressive. I appreciate that.
I definitely appreciate that.
So then we go into Virginia and Eric's room. They got hella drinks in the room, you know, and then pretty much and in Vegas. So then pretty much Erik brings up to Virginia how he says to her that he doesn't like how much she drinks. Meanwhile, Erik, you was just drunk all up and throughout this hotel, but okay. Man, he got a job. He got a job that's on a lot. Which he do. That pilot, you cannot be no drunk pilot, okay?
That's for sure.
That's wild. And even the perception of being drunk is not cool. So him doing all this on TV is damaging. Virginia's like, well, me and my friends drink every Thursday, Friday, Saturday. You're not going to come with us to the club? He's just like, I cannot do this. I can't do that.
What I am?
Erik is just like, but you're married now.
It's different. You can't just be out here in the street.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
Plus, it's the age gap. That's what's really doing it, honestly.
It's a lot.
So now we cut to Chris and Paige. They get into a conversation about him meeting her dog, and she says, yeah, are you going to be comfortable taking him out in the mornings? And he was like, ain't nobody doing all that.
Not over here. I'll play with the dog, but I ain't going to take care of it.
And then she cut scene to Paige in her confessional. So you want me to be a whole stepmother out here and take on your secret baby, but you can't walk my dog?
Okay, but why isn't she saying that to him?
That's the part that I don't get. It's like she internalizes everything. Why are you not having this discussion?
You could be a confessional thug, and you could be in the confessional like, that's not okay. I'm a no-nonsense girl. Why is he not? Why does he think that I could be a stepmom, but he can't be a dog dad? Like, you could do all of that in a confessional, but when it comes to him,
you literally
radio
say
silence.
That you're mute.
So then we continue on, and he goes to say that he wants to split the money from the wedding 50-50. But then he goes to say, well, you know, we don't need to split it 50-50. We'll have a joint account. Oh, no, I don't believe in joint accounts. So you don't believe in joint accounts, but you want to split the money 50-50. And then he also highlights that Paige is only making a quarter of what he makes. So if she's only making a quarter of what you make, he wanted to make sure the camera got that too.
He sure did.
He wanted to make sure we heard that.
A quarter.
She said a third. He said more like a quarter.
Get it right.
Oh my God. Why do you care about 50-50 on the cash?
Because he's a selfish individual.
No, because he's a liar.
That too.
He ain't making no 4 times as much as Paige. He's full of crap. He wants us to believe that he's making it rain. Because it doesn't make sense. If I'm banking 4 times as much as you, I'll let you have the dang on wedding gifts. I don't care.
Right. Why are you asking about what money? So how much did they
who does that? Who does that?
50-50, right? Oh. So now we cut to the group meets up again. All together this time, guys and girls, they go riding ATVs. So my girl Clara and
Virginia.
There you go. Virginia pulled Chris to the side to tell them that they are concerned about Paige and how, you know, she hasn't been acting the same since the trip. You know, she's very withdrawn and she's just, you know, been kind of shut down. And they're kind of just basically, I want to say, giving him a lecture, even saying that how he better treat her right and take care of her and fix the situation and everything like that.
That Erik syndrome.
Again with this. Again, Virginia. So it's like you're already attacking him from the point of Erik talking about you better man up. Mm-hmm. Then y'all two walk up to him and tell him what he better do and how he better handle the situation. He needs to do this.
Take care of Paige.
Then they go even further to say, yeah, because if it was me, I would have left y'all behind a long time ago. Okay, that may be true, but
why are you saying that to him?
Why are you telling him that? It's getting a little weird. So Clara pretty much decides, you know what, this is not even my business. I'm going to go ahead and slide to the left. Virginia decides, no, I'm not finished with you.
Oh my God.
We're going to
she
do
let
to
it
the death.
go.
She does not want to drop it. So then Chris gets puffed up in the chest. He's coming at her. You know what? You're a drunk.
Yo. Where's the lie?
I mean, where is the lie? But
because she called him arrogant. Which he is.
Which he is.
There's no lie there, too, either. No lies detected.
Right. So, yeah. So, switch scene again. And the group is all meeting up for dinner after that big blowout. They had time to, you know, I guess calm down. And now they're all meeting up for dinner. Right. So, everyone's on time except for Virginia and Erik. Who knows what they're doing. Right. So basically, you know, they come in, they all greet each other, and then Chris pretty much just opens the floor and he says, look, I just want to apologize, you know, my behavior, I'm not proud of it earlier. You know, even though they didn't respect my privacy, honestly, I should be able to control myself better than I did, you know, talking, you know, going and getting in women's face and things like that is just not okay. So, you know, Clara apologizes for her part. She's like, you know, I should have respected your privacy. I should have never, you know, brought it up. That really is none of my business. So, you know, we're cool. Everything's cool. Everybody's kumbaya. Everybody's cool. Here comes Virginia and Erik, drunk, late. As soon as Virginia starts down, she starts with the mess. Hey, I need a shot. Paige, you want one? Why? Didn't even get a man a chance. Exactly. And, you know, Chris be on some tomfoolery, but I got to be with Chris on this one.
Yes.
So then, after Paige is like, no, thank you. Here comes Erik. You know, Chris, I just want to say something. What you're not going to do is talk to my wife like that. Shout out to Ryan with the say. He jumped in. Oh, hey, he apologized. Don't start with the mess now, because we was cool.
Ryan tried.
Don't come here with no mess.
Ryan tried.
By that time, it's already too late. Chris is like, you know what? I've been sick of y'all. Chris said, let me push these dishes to the side. He hopped up. He said it's on and popping.
Yo.
And then Erik came in there with all the energy. Then all of a sudden, bro, what are you doing? I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. Left the trip, the ATVs, went back to the hotel room. Erik and Virginia drinking, getting each other hyped. Yeah, he can't talk to my wife like that. Yeah. Hyping each other up. Yeah. Came downstairs with the mess.
I'm assuming that Virginia felt like Erik didn't have her back enough. So when they got back to the hotel, she was like, yo, you need to stick up for me better than that.
You were a little too calm.
Yeah. And then that's why he came
because she made a statement.
For the dinner.
If my father or my brother was there, it would have been game over.
Exactly.
So I'm pretty sure she might have said that at the hotel.
She said that, yep.
And that kind of got in Eric's head like, oh, I got to stand up for her a little more. I got to go a little harder.
Enough. Yeah. So he came trying to prove himself as a man in the marriage, but in reality, it was like the moment had passed, and we're on a different. We're on the other side of it now.
We're kumbaya in here. Vincent, shout out to him, grabs Chris and dragged him away. He's like, oh no,
y'all not about to have this black man
y'all not about to lock him up today.
Nope.
Come on over here.
You see, it's life or death. You see these two people arguing. If anybody of authority walks into this altercation, not only is Chris gonna be the one getting locked up, he could possibly lose his life. So Vincent knows this, and he completely de-escalates the situation by pushing Chris completely away from them because he knows
it's necessary.
It's absolutely necessary.
And Virginia and Erik over there in the corner in the airhead, they still think that they did absolutely nothing wrong. And, you know, he's still talking about, yo, did you see that? He was trying to come at me. And da-da-da.
You walk into the room and you ask Paige, does she want a shot? You do that intentionally just to agitate Chris.
Just to piss him off. So you want to,
now you're the victim.
You want to light the firecracker, but you don't want to stay around for the boom? You don't want to stay around for the boom? No? Okay.
You know, actually Clara and Ryan have an interaction, which actually surprised me a little bit because Ryan almost chastises Clara for her part in the ATV argument and pretty much says you need to know when to not speak. There was no need for you to reinforce
she already acknowledged
that
what you
she
said.
needs to, you know, watch her opinions and watch how much talking she does. And it was just an unnecessary.
It was very weird. It's very like, oh, so you feel like you need to reprimand me? Right?
I just don't understand that was a lot for me. And Clara doesn't like it either. I don't like it.
You can see it all on her face.
Yeah, she doesn't
not
like
feeling
it
that at all.
Whew. So then we go to Chris and Paige, and with Chris and Paige, she's surprised to hear that Chris is actually considering, you know, possibly going back to his ex to parent the child. He is considering, you know, all the avenues of how they're going to co-parent and parent. And he also says that he still loves his ex. And at that point, Paige just gets pissed off.
She's literally not using her common sense. And to me, if I was in that situation, I would expect that to be a thought in his head, like, dang, they literally just broke up not even that long ago. They were engaged. Now there's a baby on the way. Mm-hmm. That would have been my first thought, like, oh, they're probably going to try to get back together.
This is another thing that he says at the interaction. He said, I could leave today and just be together with my fiance. With my ex-fiance.
Chris literally tells her everything that she could possibly need to hear to get the freak up out of there.
Yo.
He does and says stuff to be like, you know what, I need to leave this situation.
Exactly.
But what she does is separate the meat and take the fat. And she's like, you know, I know the majority of this whole relationship has been trash, but I still wanted to work.
Eat it anyway.
I'm just gonna eat this fat anyway. Like,
and I don't know if you noticed, but Paige is cursing like a sailor.
You noticed that, right? She kind of loosened.
Miss God Almighty, she like lost it. She does this deep sigh. She goes, She does that a lot, and I'm just like, what are you swallowing right now?
Paige was living. I'm like, I would have thought she was like either in the military or something like that, because the way she just eats stuff and internalizes it is like almost a little scary.
Yeah,
it's like too well done.
Yeah,
like, you know how they say the quiet ones are the ones you gotta watch out for.
She was cursing this last
but
scene.
Then you still come back. When she walked out and she was like, "I'm done," I was like, "Are you done?" And then she came back. So this is why I'm upset.
She'll never be done until he's done.
I want you to be free, Paige. I want you to be free, but you don't want to be free.
She don't want to.
So, you know, this is why the cage birds things and all that good stuff.
And honestly, I am interested to see how things are going to work out in Atlanta, because he'll have access to his ex. Like, they'll be in the same area again.
And you see how he threw that out there and then try to reel it back in a little bit? Yeah, I was thinking about getting back with my ex and running off, and I could have it right now if I wanted to. But I didn't say I was gonna do that.
Why are you even saying that to me?
What are you talking about?
Are you insane?
What's wrong with you?
Oh my God.
Oh Lord.
He's crazy. So that's all we have for today. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for making it to the end. We really appreciate all your love and support. And please continue to like, comment, and
talk to us, please.
Yes. Let us know what you guys are thinking, what you think about the episode, what you think about our commentary. If you agree, if you disagree, let us know. And again, I am Spice and she's
Sugar.
And we'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.
Good morning.
Good energy.
Today we gonna spread
good energy.
Today we gonna share
good energy.
I go to work.
Today gonna be a great day.
Good
Wake
energy.
up, thank God, drink water, meditate.
Good
First
energy.
5 minutes will dictate your whole day. All about that positivity and raising up your frequency.